I have some concerns about what's happening in the mining industry or industry in general, and it has to do with deregulation. So we've talked before about process and permitting and how onerous it is. And I've always been a big advocate of streamlining that, but I've never wanted to eliminate it. And there's some things happening now where in terms of safety, in terms of permitting, we're in some of the industries we're in, we're going to become self-regulating. What I mean by that is the departments and the processes won't be there anymore to keep us on the straight and narrow. So it's opportunity, because it can mean you can move a project forward faster, but at the same time, there's, without the accountability there's a different approach, and you have to be, I don't know if there's such a word as self-accountable, but can our industries be self-regulating? Some industries are, like the medical industry is, professional engineers. There are self-regulating industries, but we're heading down that road. There's opportunities with that, but there's risks too.
When you say medical and that self-regulating, because there's like basically, is there like a body of doctors overseeing like practices? I don't actually know. Okay, so
yeah, there's a licensure administration or group, to get your license to practice, you have to adhere to certain principles, and you can be brought up to the board for malpractice for different things.
Right.
Same for professional engineers.
In mining,
you're given a license, a P-Eng license, but if you violate certain things, it can be taken away.
In mining, could there be, because I guess the regulatory body is all through government, right? Are they saying that maybe they could do it similar, where you have people within the mining, like basically have like be that governing body in a sense?
Yeah, in a sense, like you're right, different jurisdictions have different legislation, regulations, right? But there are groups like Mining Association of Canada has developed their TSM, towards Sustainable Mining Initiative, which is a self-governing, it's a series of things where you can check yourself to see if your operations are meeting that standard. So it's a standard or a guideline,
but not an accountability metric, though. There's not a review process if you don't meet those guidelines.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Roy, actually,
it's self-reporting. The thing is, it's self-reporting. So there isn't an independent body saying that your group did the right thing.
Right.
You're filing a report saying, yes, you followed these things and you've met the standard.
But in medical, there's actually a governing body. So if all of a sudden they've got like a spike in, like, say, deaths because of like a certain surgery, somebody's going to be answering for what's going on with this practice.
Yeah. There's also requirements for professional development.